Dictator, this is Morgan.
Speak to me, Morgan.
Svafnir has reported to Graviker that the Australian offensive has been a tactical failure, and apparently none of our pilots have escaped alive.
The attack has failed. Why are we employing amateurs against my orders? I ordered that only the elite take on Australia and her precious cities.
Though I do bring some good news, my leader. We do have sufficient resources for a counterattack.
The A6M region. We need to ensure our grip is tightened on those resources.
Yes. Statistically, if the Australians or its World Alliance military units move on to the offensive, Area A6M would be in serious trouble.
Listen, Morgan. The A6M region is crucial to our economy. We cannot allow Area A6M to fall into enemy hands. What is the status of our forces stationed there?
An elite German squadron working for the World Alliance military has been constantly attacking our air units with a new type of long-range missile.
A single squadron is halting our progress.
Mobility and conditions of ground units are extremely poor. The weather is not good.
Curses.
However, my leader, reinforcements are already on their way. The 10th Air Division is leading them.
Good. Air power must step it up. The 9th Air Division and 2nd Local Trainer Squadron. They're the current Sentinel force for that area. Morgan, send the 10th Air Division for reinforcements. I know they can get the job done. They are elites, not amateurs.
I'll be right on that, Dictator. When they show up, the enemy will be evenly matched at the least.
The rest of our forces must continue fighting.
Absolutely, my leader. They know that.
Our goal is in plain sight, but first we need a few steps, and even one small step can be a giant leap for mankind. You must be the leader of the squadron stationed here. What is your name, comrade?
My name's Ashley Rook, and my squadron's been protecting this land under my lead.
I see. You're filling in for the local defense force. Or originally you were, right? Ah, Zero. I see you have met Mr. Ansel here.
Quite methodical you are. Indeed, but I'm not so sure about Cole's life.
Confidentially, neither am I. Oh, what are you doubting yourself for, Zero?
You were a member of the Star Ravens, the squadron that flew the fighting Thunderbolt, and displaces the Celestial Full Sphere.
The Celestial Sphere? What is that?
World Alliance Military Priority 1 Airspace A6M. In this place, dead men tell no tales, nor do the ones they have hold meaning. This squadron, ROT team, is my squadron mates. Their lives matter to me. I'm not quite sure that yours do.
That makes two of us.
Young, yet still eager. I hope you know what's required of you, little one. Let's see if the youth can still keep up.
Oh, come on, Ansel. Even now there exists the youth with a mission. Just as we have a mission. Surely the youth can prevail.
We shall see.
Operations has issued an emergency order for a reconnaissance mission to be conducted in Papua New Guinea. You'll be monitoring the airspace A6M currently under stroking control. Strong opposition is expected by enemy squadrons. And the presence of a magnetic field has been detected which may interfere with communications. In short, this will not be a walk in the park. The A6M airspace is located above an area rich with subterranean resources, and many conflicts have been fought in the invasion. You are authorized to engage enemy planes upon contact. The time has come for your skills to be tested.
Rot 1 to all craft. Light the fire. It's time for some action. They've been busting us all week.
This is the World Alliance military-affiliated Raven Mark 4 AI. I shall be operating within the mainframe of Stealth 1's aircraft to assist the local forces in any way I can.
This is Captain Himself. Rot team, flight of 4, ready for takeoff.
Tower Rot 1, you are clear for takeoff.
Roger that. Rot flight, take off. Airborne. Let's not waste any more time. Roll out.
Airborne warning and control system Eli to all scrambling craft. The situation has not yet been ascertained. Any unknown aircraft flying into the red zones will be considered hostile. Follow your individual instructions.
World Alliance Priority 1 Strategic Airspace A6M, otherwise known as Celestial Sphere. It was the grand stage where we pilots performed. We were all on an equal footing, fighting under the same conditions. No affiliations or ranks to hinder us. Aces from every nation crisscrossed through those skies in pursuit of air superiority. The only rule of engagement was to survive.
Stealth team, this is Eli. Penetrate area A6M and get a feel for the surroundings. Stealth team, roger. This kind of job is what we're all about. Enemies on radar. Exercise caution. Damn
Rot
it.
1 to all craft. Time to hunt some wild dogs. Down them all.
Roger. Star Ravens, support Rock
We'll
team.
survive, Stealth 6.
Typhoons with brand new meteor missiles. If the enemy's wise, they will trip. Our team has scored hits. Open war is now at hand. They're on to us. The Celestial Sphere. Exercise caution.
Money-hungry dogs are without an ounce of honor.
Indigo 1 here, target spotted, commencing attack. Unlike your mercenaries, I fight for a real cause. The ones who survive are those who fight for their convictions.
A Dassault Rafale's just stormed into the fight. Uh-oh, Reaper, that Rafale's coming towards you. Watch out, here's disintegration missile.
A Raptor. The key to your victory is to stick to your flight pattern. Run away, coward. What are you doing? A Cobra maneuver? Damn well, Dallas, they're faster than I thought.
The Grim Reaper and Suadananda Huinana Juice.
That's all they are. They're nothing like us.
Oh wait, we're still fighting. It seems that from these flames of war, my colleagues will rise to fight with me. Uh-oh.
Warning, radar shows additional enemy craft approaching area A6M at high speed. Stealth 2 to flight. Enemy reinforcements, probably the main force. teams. We cannot authorize a retreat. Intercept them.
I figured you'd say that. This is gonna cost you extra.
Mercenary dogs.
Looks like you, mysteries made the right choice.
This is the Celestial Sphere. Dead man's words hold no meaning. Hornets, don't let them sting you in the arse.
Achtung, agenda Raketen, ausweichen, Ratri.
Watch out!
We've scored hits. Excellent work. 2 typhoons are already lost.
Damn, this is rotten. My aircraft's been hit hard. First, damn it, I'm bailing out.
Rod 2 is down. Apple didn't pop his chute. His ejector seat must have killed him. 5, you're closest. Nesbit, hit them hard.
Viper, roger. Fox 3. Got him. 2 Hornets down. Shit, they're using chaff.
Don't think you'll leave area A6M alive.
There's the other one. Good shooting.
Green units, set ejector headings to green.
Big 29's incoming.
Watch out. Mayday, I'm hit. Get away,
Looks like the fight is getting quite animated. The fighting Thunderbolt is here. Why didn't anyone tell us? But I accept the challenge.
Rot 1 and Stealth 2 have come under attack. Stealth Squadron, move to support.
Is that news big one? Shit. I did not expect
Direction
this.
you want me to be? Hold still, bud. I cannot shoot. No, I'm not gonna hold still.
Those bastards. Warplanes. It's time to get serious.
Fox 2.
Someone killed the Indigo here in a celestial sphere. They must have new gen fighters. Damn it. Both of them know what they're doing.
Zero got another one. I shot Zero. The last one is in my
Raven's
sights.
closing.
Come here, you.
Back off.
Targets in our gun sights. Fire attack maneuver.
Good night.
Damn it. They got me.
Target
Achieved
destroyed.
air supremacy over the Celestial Sphere, I dare say.
All struck and reinforcements confirmed down. Mission complete. Return to base. Incoming message from Allied Forces Command. Allied Naval Force has begun its advance. We appreciate your work.
Looks like we were just a couple of decoys. Yo, buddy, still alive? I was only 19. What did I know about war? It was in this place, the Celestial Sphere, that I would begin to see the grim reality of turning beautiful landscapes into killing fields. Yet to overcome that shock, I met up with Captain Amsel once again, and I asked him about how he got here.
Ah, please. Back then, I was bursting with pride. I wanted to lead us to victory, for Germany's honor. Staying where it was nice and warm wouldn't accomplish anything. My flight's mission was to maintain air superiority in Area A6M, an essential area we couldn't allow to be violated. That morning, when I heard the order from HQ for reinforcements, I became angry. The station force was in chaos just because of a few mercenaries. There was no way the mighty Luftwaffe could lose to mere mercenaries. My pride was shot, and the celestial fear was defiled. What went wrong? Whatever it may be, the fact remains that I was forced to walk a different path from the one I envisioned.
Damn it! Six times the charm.
General Strakovsky. Ah, General Wyvern. Today's mission was quite a revealing one. Once again we are fighting over Papua New Guinea and Area A6M. I was looking forward to taking a break from this after the invasion. The most disturbing thing for me is that Stroke has been capturing Nastrep facilities to expand its army.
In particular, the very first facility they captured was Verona's Advanced Automated Aviation Plant. Yes, specialized manufacturing facilities. They were created with alien technology, so now they are more advanced than any factory we previously had. It gets worse. Each plant is capable of producing planes, avionics, and weaponry without human intervention, and can produce nearly every design ever made if given the right materials. Intimidating, yes. It does explain the sheer might of the squadron that went after Australia not too long ago. It only begs the question, what is Stroker trying to achieve? And prove? My men tell me you have a theory to propose. A theory that will be effective in countering Stroker's attacks. My theory is this. In order to stop Stroker, we need to destroy the Stroker Air Force by bombing its bases and aircraft facilities, as well as defeating Stroker Air Forces attacking our targets. We also need to prevent the movement of large Stroker ground forces to the decisive areas by destroying railways and roads, particularly bridges and tunnels, which are indispensable for the movement and supply of forces. We also need to support the operations of the army formations, independent of railways, such as armored forces and motorized forces, by impeding the Stroker advance and participating directly in ground operations. And we also need to support naval operations by attacking naval bases, protecting our naval bases, and participating directly in naval battles. I like that theory, except for the extreme destruction that it brings. We could exhaust our resources in the first missions. True, but consider this. The nations supporting us could continue providing supplies, whereas Stroker's resources will become dry until it ranks with a Third World armed force. Or even lower. Area A6M will solve that problem for Stroker, and many other places it has overtaken. But most importantly, one of the bases they've captured here was our main headquarters at Papua New Guinea, Port St. Henderson. So if we destroy Port St. Henderson, we'll lose our main base of operations for the future. Unfortunately, yes. For the current situation, Wyvern, your theory could lead to us being unable to take on the next threat.
Your transport is ready, sir.
Ah, excellent. I must now get on a plane to attend a conference. We are going to discuss the current situation and what tactics will be needed to carry out our operations. By all means, what concerns me is that you have been showing signs of stress, concealed, restrained stress, whenever Avalon was mentioned. Yes, I have been to that location in my service, so you probably have an idea of what it is. You have been telling us, but not to a full extent. I'll be asking a few questions from you when I get back. Why not ask me now? With questions like that, it needs to be an official interview, so I can submit it to the Secretary of Defense. It is imperative that the others know about this. The campaign will be yours to be led until I get back. Make sure you perform well. Good luck, Strakowski. All right. Good luck.